Clearly, you weren't watching quarantine radio.
Nah, I wasn't. Stay away from that, innit? But you were saying, obviously you moved to Denmark now, innit?
Yeah, no, it's definitely been positive so far. So, everything that I have basically been setting out to achieve has been going pretty smoothly. So, I have no complaints about it. Where I'm at is where I'm supposed to be as far as the way I look at things in life in general already. So I have no problems with where I am, and I keep a very positive mindset about it. And I just use the environment to my full advantage, and it's been very fruitful so far. So
for sure. Well, you're obviously now. You guys are back training, right? And playing games.
Yeah, we just had a game yesterday.
You net?
Mhm.
Come on, man! I love that. So,
Yes.
what are your goals and like things to look forward to, like moving forward in this period, like with this new team and stuff?
It was basically to assert myself and become like a dominant figure for not the first time in my career, but like since basically playing with the U20s. I think that the thing that I felt a lot with Galaxy was that I was always like the young guy on the team, and though I'm still like a younger guy, it's obviously it's just a difference. Like now, I'm looking to be like one of the players that is just like setting the example as far as on the field, because I'm at an age where I can like just make the difference week in and week out. But yeah, I think that's where it is now, and from there, I think it's kind of just a no-brainer to be able to make the steps into a higher club and get more European football in. So, I mean, this is really my first taste of regular, consistent European football. So it's been an adjustment so far, but taking everything in stride and just adding it to my game basically is what I'm doing.
No, for sure. Obviously, as growing up and being to different places and LA and international, and like now in Denmark, like how do you deal with criticism?
That's never been like a problem for me, and like I don't mean to shrug it off as something that's like not an issue for some other people, which is obviously, like we spoke about earlier in the live, you're always going to have your difficulties from person to person, and you're always going to have outside sources that are inevitably going to make a difference in how you play, because it may be a mental, maybe a physical, and maybe just like something wrong with like your energy, or something that you're giving your energy towards where you could be giving it towards your football. But when it comes to criticism, I've just always been able to take that as something positive. I just look at it this way, as somebody was thinking about me.
Yeah, true.
That's the way I take criticism, and I do that with good criticism as well, because the same thing with positive things is the way you have to treat negative things, and you can't really like let those things get to your head.
Yeah.
Letting too many positive things, and I don't mean don't be positive, but I'm saying like if you let yourself get gassed up too much, you're gonna be too high on your horse, and if you let yourself get beat down too much, you're gonna be 6 feet under. So
no, for sure.
I think taking everything with a grain of salt is imperative, and that's what I do with things like criticism. Is just that I take it as somebody was thinking about me, and that's nice. I use that, and I'll continue to make people think about me. But I don't know. Criticism is, everybody has the saying, like everybody has an a-hole, bro. So I mean, everybody has the right to have criticism, and I don't think if someone isn't trying to critique what I'm doing, then I must be doing something wrong.
No, for sure. What do you call it? If there's anything in your career, like to this point, that you could change, like one thing, like what would it be? It's a mad question, but
yeah, it's kind of
there's always one thing that you want to change. You know what I mean?
Like just for shits and giggles, like why not? Like I guess I would have tried to be a little more outgoing with like some of the guys that I played with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that. I mean, looking back on it, just because they were also like they're people too, you know what I'm saying? And not everybody wants to be like somebody's like dad, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, what up, Jose? One of the goats that I played with, like at Galaxy. Really one of the most talented players I ever played with. But I just think that maybe, like looking back on it, just the way that things transpired, if I were to go back, I would have been on people's ass.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I just would have been. I don't even care if they would have found me annoying, because at the end of the day, I would have got the most out of it.
No, for sure. I think that's like, you know, when like you're growing up and like let's say you're in an environment where like everyone's kind of older than you, you're kind of like more like reserved because you feel like you got nothing to say. But there's a reason why you're in that environment, you know?
Exactly. So I mean, like I said, it was a little bit. A little bit of it was respect. A little bit of it was definitely like intimidation and just not wanting to be denied or just not want to get in anybody's way. But at the end of the day, now I would just chat their ears off, bro. And I wouldn't care.
Bro, who else did you play with at LA? Because like I'm trying to, because now you're saying obviously
like from the beginning,
start ringing off.
The people would know would be like Robbie Keane, Landon Donovan, Nigel DeYoung, Steven Gerrard, Ashley Cole, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Giovani dos Santos, Jonathan dos Santos. I'm probably missing. I always miss people. Mike Ciani, who was very successful in Italy, played for Lazio. A guy named Jelle Van Dam, who's a very successful player in Belgium. I feel like I'm missing guys. Oh, a guy named Stefan Ishizaki, who was baller.
Where's he from?
He's Japanese and Swedish, but he's played in Sweden, and I mean another national team guy. So, I mean all these guys have accolades like for days. So,
no, for sure. Okay, like top 5 people who you played with. It doesn't matter position, just like best players you play with.
Just like straight up quality that I'm just like wow.
Yeah.
Probably Giovani dos Santos. Zlatan, Steven Gerrard.
Bro, Stevie G, Jesus.
Ashley Cole. And I guess I'd say Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane, honestly, bro, was one of the most intelligent people I've ever seen.
Why do you say that? Like in general or like
just as far as football goes?
Like.
And that was in no particular order.
That was in no particular order, right?
No particular order, no.
Okay, put it in order then.
I can't put that in order, bro. Like, it's tough. It's too tough.
Come on, man. Come on.
Okay, so I would say like the most people that I've had the most fun playing with was Gio and Zlatan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Stevie was really fun to play with too. Honestly, Stevie in training, like playing with Stevie was the best.
Madman.
The only thing about Robbie was that I didn't get to play with Robbie as much as I would have wanted to because, like, that was like our championship year, and we had, like I said, a solidified starting 11, and it was definitely like I wasn't touching the field. Like I maybe touched the field like 4 times that year, bro.
But how was Stevie's tech? Like, was it?
Bro,
how is it really?
It's mad because like it looks really effortless.
Swear.
And it's all like full speed, so it's like full speed ping, 60 yards on the foot, like.
Who had the best tech? Like tech. Who had the best tech? By far.
Yeah, or Robbie, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
And actually, Gio, bro, I'm telling you, Gio, bro, Giovanni Dos Santos was raw, bro.
Crazy, isn't it?
That was raw. Oh, Ramon Alessandrini, bro. Oh, I forgot about this man. Another crack, bro. Played for Marseille for many years. Tore up Liga. Man's Man's is talented, bro.
Out of the Santos brothers, who was the better one?
At Galaxy, the more successful one has been Jonah. And don't get me wrong, Jonah's a fucking, sorry, excuse me, but he's a top player as well. And he's actually one of my closest friends that I've played with. So, like, to this day, he's probably one of my closest friends that I've made in Galaxy. So, we're super close. But Gio was just different, bro. Like, that man, he's just a different player, bro. Definitely. He had everything as far as, like, just the mentality as far as the vision and just the thought process. Like, he was definitely just thinks like such an advanced footballer. So
no, for sure. I think that's one thing that it's mad that I hear so many stories like still to this day about coaches like telling kids like, oh, you're not fast enough, you're not strong enough, but then at the end of the day, you look at the game and like the people who think the smartest give themselves the most space and just clear.
Yeah. I mean, I think today, obviously the game has changed a lot. It's gotten much more athletic.
Yeah.
So I think that may apply to certain positions as far as giving you advantages, but it still doesn't make you like there's no like slow enough, like fast enough or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
Especially like playing a midfielder up top, bro. Like, you don't need to be like, if you were like, just think about Robbie. Robbie wasn't a fast guy either. Like, Robbie Keane, his runs were magnificent and his techers were like A1. So this man would outsmart his defenders. By the time they finally catch where he is, he's already moving on to the next place and he's finishing. Like, all you need is a toe to finish. And this man, that's one thing he told me, is all you need is a toe to finish. And like, that was true. But this man, his runs,
clean.
Not clean, bro.
If you would have any advice for any young players like coming up, obviously your journey which continues to go, and I know it's gonna be a mad one. Like, what would you like advise them? You know.
Man, this is always like a tough question because I mean, as a footballer, I feel like you never actually think about this. Like,
you don't.
You kind of just do it.
Honestly, like that's why I started doing this, because I was like, you know what, like we go through so much stuff and like we don't actually think about like what kind of things helped us along the way.
Yeah.
But definitely our information could help someone coming up, you know?
I think it's the recognition of like having the will to actually work harder than everybody else.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to do with like I mean, you can be more fit than anybody else and stuff like that, blah, blah. But, I mean, there are guys who are always going to be more skilled. Like, there's always going to be someone who's more skillful or faster or stronger, and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. So, like we said, like you pointed out about Bruno Fernandes, I think the most important thing to do is to literally always have a goal that you're moving towards so that you're never at a plateau.
Yeah.
If you can literally say that you're always getting better based on your environment, like not just based on your environment, but your environment will inevitably change if you're always improving yourself. So with your environment constantly improving and you having the mindset that you must constantly improve based on your environment means that you'll inevitably always elevate yourself.
No, for sure, man.
That's the thing. Never be like satisfied with where you are.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I would tell even my younger self. Was to just never be satisfied with where you're at. Even in the beautiful moments, take it with a grain of salt and realize if I can achieve this, then what more can I achieve instead of I've achieved this, I'm good.
Yeah, no, you hit the nail on the head on that one for sure.
Yeah.
Bro, I think we've been talking for time, but thank you so much. It was good to catch up with you, but now I'm back in England. I definitely have to come and watch the game properly, innit?
Yeah, most definitely. You can come and enjoy this beautiful Danish weather.
Bro, the weather here is not like San Antonio, man. Or Dallas. I was in Dallas for a little bit, but...
Oh, Dallas, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about Texas anyway. So.
Alright, take care, man. Bless up.
Yeah, same to you, bro. All love.
Love, man.
Later,